I had a bidder ask me to run out to the auto parts store, grab some bulbs, and throw them in there to make sure that the wiring was good to the rear bulbs. And as you can see, all the bulbs light up, but the bulbs on the outer ends aren't as bright as the bulbs in the center. There's 4 bulbs in the center and then 2 on the out. Both exterior sides are definitely not as bright. I did look into this, and I can show you what I found. It's the only thing I can think of that would cause this are need to work the old flashlight in the right hand. If you can see that is the most inner bulb closest to the filler neck for the gas tank. It's factory wiring harness. Next one over is also a very bright factory wiring harness. Next one over, cheap Chinese aftermarket wiring harness. Other side, inner bulb, factory wiring harness. Next bulb, factory wiring harness. Next bulb, cheap Chinese aftermarket 1157 bulb socket. The other thing I noticed is the length of the sockets are different in the aftermarket and the factory. So that's the only conclusion I can come to, is that the aftermarket bulbs, or they're not the bulbs, the aftermarket sockets is what's causing that, or possibly just the length of the aftermarket sockets. I also wanted to show you that the turn signal, the thing that scrolls, there's a module, it's by the wheel well, it works. However, once again, we are having a much dimmer bulb, even dimmer when they scroll. So I don't know if the aftermarket sockets need to be replaced with a more high-end socket, 1157 socket, or just need to be modified so they stick further in. Another question someone had was on the grills. I mentioned in a previous video that I assist them. And I'll give you a little more background on this. When I bought this car 13 years ago, they rolled up great. And as time went by, they got slower. And as the years added on, and up to a few years ago, they were starting to struggle. Well, the grill covers over the headlights run on a vacuum actuator, and it's right down here. Vacuum actuator is a single on a 6970. I believe there's 2, one for each cover on a 6768. Regardless, they work about the same. They have 2 rubber vacuum lines that run off that, down and then through the firewall, down below here where the ignition coil is mounted on the side, up through around the shock tower and back. So I believe that the vacuum line is bad. The vacuum hose, the rubber vacuum hose. If you research online the actuators, the 6970 actuator is a sealed unit. It's hardly ever goes bad. And let me show you this too. If you manually pull up, you can, I hope the camera can pick up on that. You can actually hear a slight leak. Oh, it's not there, it's back here.